The Xbox One X is insanely cheap right now, and there's a new custom console coming in June. But if you want one of these systems, you might want to act fast, as I feel the Xbox One X is going to be discontinued real soon, and there's going to be a brand new Xbox Series X console announced in the next couple months, and I want to talk about it. What is going on, everybody? Randolph Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. If you could do me a big favor, could you please hit that like and subscribe button? I would greatly appreciate that. Now, yesterday, the internet sleuths figured out and discovered the unlisted video on Xbox's YouTube channel that basically unveils a brand new Cyberpunk custom Xbox One X console that is coming out in June. I'm not a fan of the console design, but I do think the controller looks really cool. And if you search around for Xbox One X right now, it is on deep discount. You can basically get any of the bundles for $300. And analysts out there are saying, you know what? They think the Xbox One X is going to get discontinued, and I agree with them because we're on the precipice of Microsoft coming out and officially revealing the Xbox Series S, the code name Xbox Lockhart. Now, if you don't know what the Xbox Lockhart is, it is the often rumored cheaper next-gen offering from Microsoft that's supposed to sit in parallel with the Xbox Series X, but also allow Microsoft to discontinue the One X and offer it for the same price. Now, a couple weeks ago, when Microsoft started selling the Xbox One X at $299, MPD analyst Matt Piscatella tweeted out that the Xbox One X going on deal basically everywhere looks like a stock clear out, not expecting replenishment. Now, if you actually sit here and think about what Matt is saying, he's implying that Xbox One X is getting discontinued, that these stores, Best Buys, Amazons, and all that stuff, when they sell out of that current stock that they have, Microsoft isn't going to send them any new ones. But you have to wonder about the strategy of that. What does it imply? We know that Series X is coming out in the fall. It's more than likely going to be $500, but why would Microsoft stop selling an Xbox One X at $300 unless there was another option at the same price? This is exactly what I think is going to happen. Microsoft is going to announce Xbox Lockhart, maybe call it the Xbox Series S. It is going to be a better machine than the One X in every possible way, and it's going to come in at the price around $299, $349, and it would basically slot in where the Xbox One X was. And because of that, you no longer need to make the Xbox One X. And I think that is what Matt is really implying here. Plus, the name itself, Xbox Series X, really gives off the vibe that there's gonna be more than one. Otherwise, why call it Xbox Series? Then yesterday, industry analyst Z Huge tweeted out that it's interesting that the Cyberpunk console launches in June when the game comes out in September. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but perhaps it could be a sign that Xbox One X production will be limited after June in favor of retooling all existing production lines to hit max capacity on Series X. Now, June is about when they're going to basically go full bore on manufacturing Xbox Series X and Xbox Series X, aka the Lockhart. And if the Lockhart is replacing the Xbox One X, yeah, there's no need for that existing supply line, that existing production line to make any of those anymore, because once the holiday comes, there's gonna be just Series X on the store shelves, and there's going to be Xbox Series S, and then maybe Xbox One SAT for anybody who wants to kind of jump in at a really low price point of $199 or maybe $150 during the holidays. On top of that, Z Huge was asked a question. There's also the lowering of the Xbox One X's price, or at least huge discounts on the One X. You're probably not reading too much into it. And he says, absolutely. One X has been on offer for $299, something Microsoft wouldn't do if there were supply issues. Seems to me the plan is to sell through all Xbox One X stock and then discontinue it before the Series S launch. Perhaps that's where Lockhart comes in too. Do you remember when Microsoft originally announced the Xbox Series X and people out there said, oh my god, people will get so confused with One X and Series X on the store shelves. But of course, the plan was always that when Series X would come out, there would be no more One X on the store shelves, because Lockhart, the Series S, would be coming in at the cheaper price point and replacing that system. This has been the plan for quite some time now. Now, of course, the next question you probably have is, when is Microsoft going to officially announce the Xbox Series S? And there's a couple different scenarios that I have in my head for how they could go about it. Earlier this week, we talked about the 2 digital events that Microsoft is rumored to be putting on, one in May and the E3 replacement in June or July. Either of those would be an excellent place to debut the new system, although I don't think it'll be at the May show, because the purpose of Xbox Series S is the low entry point price. So to me, that would be a big E3 moment in June or July when you finally reveal that $500 price point of Xbox Series X, and then say, but for those of you who can't afford the premium system, we got your back. There is the Xbox One S at $300 that will allow you to play all the next-gen games at 1080p or 1440p, 60 frames. Now, of course, the other scenario in my mind is that Microsoft could just stealthily drop this on a Monday or Tuesday in an Xbox Wire post. You recall how they invited Digital Foundry and Austin Evans out to Redmond to actually get hands-on and make videos explaining the tech about Series X? I could see that happening, and who knows, maybe when Digital Foundry and Austin Evans went out there in February, they already got to see the prototype of Xbox Lockhart. Now, what will the system look like? I expect it to have the same form factor of Series X. It'll be a tower, but much smaller. Probably look like a GameCube, and I would not be surprised if Series S, aka the Lockhart, will be white, because we know that Xbox Series X is black, and they kind of want those two to look different outside of just the price points themselves. They want that visual clash. Now, for those of you out there who are sending me DMs and asking me, you know what, should I buy Xbox One X today for $299? I get a ton of those, and I'm gonna say here, it really depends on what your plans are. If you're not planning on upgrading to next generation, then yeah, get the Xbox One X. It is a fantastic console, maybe one of the best consoles I ever owned. There are a ton of games that are updated that run in 4K, 60 frames, dynamic, and all that stuff. There's Game Pass that you can subscribe to and download a whole bunch and be able to play day one. But if you're on the fence, if you're not really sure if you're going to upgrade or you think you might, I would save the $300 that you would spend and either add on another $200 and buy Series X day one, or just get Xbox Lockhart for the same price when it comes out essentially at the end of this year, because it is going to be a much better machine than Xbox One X. So that's what I think is going on with Xbox One X and Xbox Lockhart. I expect the announcement to come in the next couple months. But anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, share this out on social media, and if you always want to be notified immediately when I drop new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.